do is eye. So we are going to work on the eye. So, and to do that, so I'm going to bring people, so another eye people to this. So I've already have it. Just bring it to Photoshop. Okay, and it's here. Okay, so make sure you are on the eye layer. Now I need the eye people, and to do that I'm going to cut out this, and to do that I'm going to select these two, then select it, then Ctrl J, bring it down, make this one invisible, then drag it here, make it big, just follow through as I'm doing it, then create a clipping mask. Then we are going to duplicate that. Now on this layer, on this eye layer, then hold your Alt key, you see it has already selected it, then drag here, okay, so we have done that. Now if you check the edge, you can see that the edge is sharp, so we are going to blur the edge, and to do that right click, this is the blur tool, select it, the strength is 100, then blur the edge, blur it, make sure this layer is for this one, while this layer is for this one. Okay, so after we have done that, now we are going to smudge the eye. Right click back and select your smudge to back, then on the eye layer, Ctrl J to duplicate, right click, clip mask, then you smudge. Okay, now I'm going to make the eye more white, and to do that, create on this eye copy, then you create a new layer on top of it, go to your foreground color, change it to white, select your brush tool, make sure it's opacity 100, flow 100, brush it, then you change the blending mode to color. See, before, after, sorry for that. Now sorry for that. Now we are going to add color here to make it more realistic. Create a new layer on top of this one, your foreground color, then select this color, this is the color code. Okay, go down a little, okay, 4E 2022, then you brush it. See, then after we are done that, see, create a new layer on top of this layer 6, then select your foreground color, make it white, then opacity, reduce it, reduce the opacity, then you reduce the brush size, then you brush up this size, then take your smudge and smudge it. Okay, so we are done with that. Now the eye, we are going to change the color, and to do that, make sure you are on top of this layer, this one. Create a new layer, right click, clip mask, select. We are going to use this color here, 1DOBOO. Select your brush tool, make sure the opacity is 100, flow 100. Then now brush the part of the eye. Only the part of the eye. Now change the blending mode to color. Now you can see it. Now we are going to reduce the opacity of the eye. That is this two layer. The opacity, so I'm going to reduce it to 60. Then reduce this one also to 60. See? Before, after, then Ctrl S on your keyboard. Now we are going to add eyelash. To do that, create a new layer on top of this layer, then don't clip mask. Select your pen tool. Then we are going to make use of this color, 150800. Now we trace here. Make sure you are following through step by step everything that I'm doing. Then after you're done that, Control Enter on your keyboard, then Hot Delete to fill it with this color, then Control D to deselect. Now this is it. Now I'm going to break it down a little. See that there is space here. Okay. Now this image that we brought before, you are going to make it visible now. Then now we need the eyelash. We need this. Then also select this tool, select it, then Ctrl J, bring it down, make this one invisible, then duplicate it twice, Ctrl J twice. Once you have Ctrl J twice, then hold your on this layer, you hold your shift key, then you click this layer, it will select the three of them, then Ctrl E. We are going to merge the three layer, then Ctrl E to merge them. So we have merged the three layer. All of them now is on one layer. Now we are going to change the color to fit in with this color. To do that, create a new layer on top of it, right click, clip mask, select your brush tool. We are on this, we are going to use the color, don't change it. Now brush it, opacity 100, flow 100, brush it. Okay, so after you have done that, select your pick tool, then hold your Control or Shift, then select the layer, select the both of them, then Ctrl E to merge the both of them, then bring it here. Now we are going to make it to fit in to this eye. Now click here and make it to fit. Make sure that you are following through everything that I'm doing. Okay, Now we are going to clean some part of it, brush out some part of it, then create a clip mask. Select your brush tool, opacity 100, flow 100, then clean this part to make it more look. Ctrl Z, click this part. Okay, now we are going to make this layer back visible. Now we need this. Now select this or two, select it, Ctrl J, just as we did, then delete the layer. We don't need it again. Now Ctrl J twice, just as we did before. Hold your shift, click, then merge, Ctrl E to merge. Create a new layer, right click, clip mask, select your brush tool, then brush also. Now hold your Ctrl Shift, select this layer, Ctrl E to merge the two. Now select your pen tool, pick two. So after I click it, right click, then flip horizontal. Okay. So just as we did before, we are going to clean some part of it. Layer mask, select your brush tool, clean some part of it. Okay, now select the both layer. Hold your Ctrl or Shift, select the both layer, then Ctrl J to duplicate the both layer. Once you have Ctrl J, you click it, then you drag it here. Right click, flip horizontal, bring it down. Now select this layer. Just as we did before, we are going to make it to fit in. Then click the layer mask here. Select your brush tool. Clean on this part. Make sure that I'm following through everything that I'm doing. Select this layer. Make it to fit in. Now that is that. Now we are going to group the layer. I'm going to group this. Now on this layer, hold your shift click. This four layer, we're going to group it. Then click the last one, this one. Then Ctrl G to group. Then name it eyelash. Then Ctrl S to save. Now before, after. The eye, before, after. So we have done that. Next thing that we are going to do, we are going to add oil paint. No, sorry, before we add oil paint, we are going to add color on the lace, then make the teeth more whiter. And to do that, select your foreground color. Then I'm going to go with this color B1 2F 1A. Then select your brush tool. Then create a new layer on top of this. On top of this layer that is on top of this clean copy, create a new layer. Right click, create clipping mask. Then you brush the part of the lip, only the lip. Make sure opacity 100, flow 100. Just follow through as I'm doing it. follow through. So after I've done that, then change the blending mode to color. Now if you look at it, it doesn't look cool. So layer mask, then your foreground color here will be, once you layer mask, here will be black, here will be white. Make sure that it's black. Then opacity 100, flow 100. We are going to clean the edge of it. The edge of it. Then all this one that entered the teeth, clean it. Then select it. Then reduce the opacity because I don't like it like this. I'm going to reduce the opacity. Reduce it to where you feel like it's okay. So I will go with 50. Type 50 and click enter. Then select the clip mask because I don't like it this way too. I don't like it this way. If you want to put like this, you can go with it. Then reduce your, I'm going to reduce opacity. Then I'm going to clean the top of it. Okay. Okay. Now I'm good like this. So now we are going to add, make the teeth more white. Then on this layer also create a new layer, right click, clip mask, then change your foreground color to white. Then select your brush to make sure the opacity is 100, flow 100. Now we are going to brush only the teeth parts. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any question, any observation, you can leave it on the comment section and I will reply you. After I've done that, we are going to change the foreground color to color. Now the before and after. Now I'm going to clean some part of it. Then clip mask and clean the edge of it like this. Just follow to what I'm doing. Okay. Now before, after. So now we are going to add oil paint. First is on the skin. Make sure you're on the skin color. Then filter, sterilize oil paint. Wait, okay. Okay. Now the shine reduce to 0. You zoom to see what you are doing. Okay. So the reason that I'm adding oil paint on the skin, because I don't really normally add oil paint on the skin, is because of the eye, this eyebrow. So I'm going to reduce it a little. Okay, to this, the cleanness, the stylization, then click OK. Now before, sorry, Ctrl Z, I forget, Ctrl Z, remove it. Now I'm going to duplicate this layer before I will add the oil paint. So Ctrl J to duplicate, right click, clip mask. Now you can add the oil paint, sterilize oil paint, and hit OK. Now before, after. Okay, so now since it's only the eyebrow I need it, I'm going to clean the rest part. So to do that, layer mask, select your brush and clean the rest part of it. This part, don't need the oil paint there. So make sure opacity 100, flow 100. Okay, so after I'm done that, now apply the layer mask. Right click on the layer mask, then click apply layer mask, then hold your control or shift, click, select the both layer, then Ctrl E to merge them, or you can right click, then merge layers and merge them to both. Okay, so next is the air. But first of all, okay, so next is the air. We are going to add oil paint on the air. To do that, click, select the air layer, Ctrl D to duplicate, right click, then clip mask, filter, sterilize oil paint. See the effect. Now okay, see before, after. So I'm going to change the color, make it more red. You can change it to any color of your choice. So to do that, you can change it to any color of your choice, either. Okay, so to do that, you are going to bring hue and saturation, and to do that, make sure you are on this layer, then duplicate the layer, Ctrl J, clip mask, then Ctrl U on this very keyboard, on this this very layer, Ctrl U on your keyboard to bring out hue and saturation. Then here you can change to any color of your choice, but I don't like this, so I'm going to cancel it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Ctrl B on my keyboard. It will bring color balance, then just increase this cyan, just increase it to this +21, finish. That's where I need it. Then now if we check this side, you can see that it doesn't blend well with the skin, so we are going to correct that. To do that, select, go to this layer, this very color layer, change it to normal, then your foreground color, then click the color, then okay. Either you can change it to color back, or Ctrl Z on your keyboard, then go back to the air layer, then create a new layer on top of it, right click, clip mask, select your brush. Now reduce your opacity, so we are going to reduce it to 35, then change the blending mode to color. Okay, now we are going to brush this side, increase its opacity. Okay, it's okay now. So this place is a skin, so we are going to use small brush to brush this part. So this air copy tool, select your brush and brush it. Okay, so okay, we are done with the hair. So next part is the chin. We are going to see add oil paint. Same thing, Ctrl J, duplicate, right click, clip mask, filter, sterilize, oil paint. See the effect. So we are going to reduce it, sterilize, sterilization, reduce, cleanness, reduce it to this, then okay. Now before, after. So we are going to add color on the chain. Change the foreground color to this. So this is the color EO7400. Select your brush, opacity 100, flow 100. Now brush, sorry, Ctrl Z. We are going to create a layer on top of the chain copy. Create a layer, right click, clip mask. Now brush it. Now change the blending mode to color. Now see it before, after. Now it's good, but I don't like it this way. I'm going to reduce the opacity, reduce it a little. Okay, I think I will go with 70. Okay, now I'm okay with it. So if I'm okay with leaving it 100, it's your choice. Now the next part is the shirt. I name it shirt, singlet or shirt, whatever you can name it. Ctrl J, duplicate, right click, clip mask. Now we are not going to add oil paint. We are going to just brush it. So select your smudge tool and smudge it. Okay, so after I done that, we are going to change the color. So you can also use the hue and saturation, Ctrl U, and change the color to any. So since it's pure white, the effect will not appear there just like that. So we're going to cancel it. Then Ctrl B, reduce this yellow, blue, take it to blue side, then magenta, then red. So red plus 24, magenta minus 62, then blue plus 93, then okay. Then I'm going to make it more dark. To do that, Ctrl M, make sure you are on the layer, shirt copy, Ctrl M, it will bring curve. Now drag it down. See now the color is now showing where. Now I'm going to leave it like this, input 147, then okay, Ctrl S. See, now we are done with that. So the next we are going to do now is the dodge. We are going to make use of the dodge and burn to add shadow and highlights. Highlight. And to do that, we are going to add it on the skin. Select the skin copy, Ctrl J to duplicate, right click, clip mask. Now this is the tool for dodge. So we can see on the screen there the effect of it. It will add highlight. So select it, dodge tool. This is the burn tool, burn. This one is for shadow. Look at it. So as you are seeing on the screen, shadow, while the dodge tool is for highlight. Now I'm going to change the exposure. Make sure it's on mid-tones. Now I'm going to change the exposure to 12. 12. Now zoom. I'm going to start from here. Okay. Now to add shadow, no need to just go and select the button tool, no, just hold your alt key, alt, and brush over the shadow parts now, before, after. The part that we are going to add shadow, just hold your alt key and brush over that place. Then the part that we are going to add highlight, remove your hand from alt key and brush over that part.
Just follow through as I'm doing it.
Brush to now I'm going to add more shadow here. Select your brush tool, pull your alt and brush. Okay. So I think we are done with the face. We're done with the face. Sorry. Okay. Now select your brush tool. Put your alt, put shadow here. Highlight, reduce it. Shadow, zoom. Yeah, shadow. Yeah, highlight. going to smooth it just as we did on the face. Now we are done with it. So this is how to smudge a photo on Photoshop. Now we are going to group all the layers. Select top layer, scroll down, hold your shift key, then select this layer, then Ctrl G on your keyboard to group all of them. Now the before, the after, before, after. Now I see that is cool. Now if you check it, you can see that the edges are sharp. Like this place it not blend well, so we are going to blend those edge. Now to do that, we are going to create a merge layer on top of this group. Now make all this layer invisible. Make sure there is no background. This background invisible. This layer 2 invisible, background invisible. Then on your keyboard, hold your Ctrl Shift Alt E. That is Ctrl plus Shift plus Alt plus E. Now that's create a layer on top of it. This group is still here. Then make this group invisible. Make these two layers visible back. Then now select your smudge tool. Then start reduce it. Then start smudging the edge. Start brushing the edge. So you smudge the edges. Just follow through what I'm doing. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tutorials. If you have any question, any recommendation, anything at all to say, drop it on the comment section and I will reply you. Ctrl Z. just follow through what I'm doing. So we are done with that. Now make the group layer visible back. See before the after. Now see the edge. Now see the after. Control S to save. Now we are done with the picture, everything. We are done with the work. Now we are going to add background. We are going to create a background for it. Now this layer 2, select this layer 2, then double click on it. Once you double click, it will bring this blending option, or cancel. You can click here, click here, blending option. It will bring out the blending option. Then gradient overlay. Once you click it, gradient, then change the color. To change the color of it. No, sorry, this is for the down one. Okay, so this is the color. Okay, then the up one, to choose this color. Okay, no, the color I'm still not. Okay, so I'm going to go with this color. Okay, okay, and okay. After we have done that, Control S to save. Now create a new layer on top of this layer. Create a new layer, then select your brush tool, then go to your brush, then this explosion brush, I will drop the link for you to download it on the video. So we are going to use this one. Okay, this one. Now on your foreground color, click it, then select this color here. Okay, make it big, opacity 100, flow 100, and click. Okay, okay. Now we are going to rotate it. Rotate the brush. Okay. Select here. Rotate. Then click it. Select here. So we are done. Now group all the layers, Ctrl G. Now before, after, before, after.